One night I went to one of my buddy's houses because he said he was going to give me a ride to a place in the morning that I needed to go, and he also said could get me a job. So I fell asleep at my friend's house, and I woke up one moment and I had a man with his arms around me, and there was a knife in my neck, and he had a knife and he was trying to kill me. So that's basically the beginning, and after all that happened, I woke up in the hospital to find out I was in a coma for I don't know how long, but they told me I wasn't going to walk again, and I'm running every day, and it's because of music is why I'm back here. That's what brought me out of my coma, was music. Sterling came to the hospital when I was in my coma and played guitar for me, and during that time my brain activity reduced itself to the level that it needed to be, and within days I awoke out of my coma when they were not sure I was ever going to wake up. And then that started my path to recovery, and I was out of the hospital in 1 month, and then moved to a physical rehabilitation facility and was in there for 1 month, and then I was out, and that started my other journey with my father, who took me to the YMCA every day to try to work my legs out, and yeah, eventually I got strong enough to where I could just walk up and down stairs, and I was told I would never do that again, and independent now. I feel like it's made me more in tune with myself and my emotions, and sort of entwining my emotions and my feelings with my music to share that deep sort of connection that I have with the music.
I'm Ray Murray, and I play the bass, and I think my music is primarily I try to whatever music is being played, I think I really try, just instinctively to add to the pot, if you will, and by just being intuitive and doing things very creative. I try to be creative. I like all kinds of music and stuff, and I think that helps my style to be somewhat on the right track when I'm playing with different artists. So I try to be an intuitive player. I try to be creative and with some knowledge of form also. So and it's always a work in process. So a work in progress.
Color is what first fascinated me about music. When I was in kindergarten, I was a poor kid, so I only had the box of 8, and I was pretty lucky to have that. And then I saw kids had the box of 16, parents who had more money. And then I saw kids with a box of 24 crayons. And then I saw this kid with a box of 164 crayons, and all those colors. And that's what drew me to music. Because color is actually the higher spectrum of sound in terms of molecular frequency. So, and then as I got older, I began to realize that everything was molecularly vibrating in the physical world, and that put out a frequency or hertz, and that has an effect upon the vagus nerve, the brain tissue, which is the vagus nerve coming from the brain, the pineal gland, light-sensitive organ, first organ formed in the stages of embryonic stages of, I think, meiosis or mitosis. Don't quote me on that, but anyway, when I saw all the colors that were available in sound, then it immediately drew me to music that wasn't popular, which that music has been used to keep people's brain vibration at a low frequency so that they'll be more open to being controlled and manipulated through sound, or the lack thereof. And so it drew me to the so-called underground music, like so-called jazz or improvisational music, that utilized all the colors of the spectrum that were possible in the 12-tone system and in the microtonal systems of other cultures outside of America. So I realized that the molecular effect that in a subatomic level that music has on the brain to heal itself, but it all hinges on, like everything, imagination and belief in what you imagine. So you have to be kind of like a child, and you can't really grow up if you want to be an artist or a musician. So if you stay like a child, then you'll love all the colors and you'll be able to heal people with sound. Goodbye.